The Never Quit Podcast, sponsored and hosted by Quotes Jungle, with your host, Quote.
Welcome, to another episode of the Never Quit Podcast. In the studio with me, I have the wonderful energy of my good close friend, Corry Weeams. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Quote, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
How y'all doing? Corry Weeams, the comedian, native from Denver, Colorado, Park Hill area. Anybody interested? And my special came out on Friday, August 4th, on Amazon Prime. Father's Day special, starring Corry Weeams. It's very nice. I wouldn't disappoint you.
Where did you grow up as a child?
I grew up in Denver, in the Park Hill area, and split my time between here and San Francisco, California, where my family's at. My mother was actually living in San Francisco, and my grandmother raised me out here in Denver.
Okay, when you came back to Denver, specifically the Park Hill area, tell us about how your upbringing was.
Well, see, with me, I don't know if you know about me, but I started smoking weed when I was 11.
Okay.
You know, I joined a gang when I was 11.
Okay.
And not because I'm some super duper guy. I'm just the youngest of my brothers and my uncles. And it was 6 males in the house, and I was the youngest.
Okay.
And they just didn't treat me no different. So they smoking weed, I'm smoking weed, you know, and so on and so forth. You know, I was just, you know, a product of the game, really. It came from the house with me, you know what I'm saying? By the time I hit the streets, I was one of the dudes, you know, who knew about the shit already. I knew it from the house.
Okay. What would you say your biggest life lesson was from that lifestyle compared to the man you are and you're becoming every day now?
Man, life lessons is rough. It was a lot of them, man, because I'm hard-headed. So I had to take them across the chin. But I say it was 2010, Reno, Nevada. I didn't harm nobody. Wasn't nobody harmed. I didn't have a weapon, nothing. And the judge sentenced me, no assault, nobody's hurt, victimless crime, and I got 30 years. You know how it feels when the bitch say 30 years? Well, your heart falls into your balls and everything. I couldn't hear. I'm telling you, I couldn't hear. She was still talking. I went deaf. I couldn't hear. My heart was in my balls. And then I heard the bitch say, well, I'm going to suspend 5 years probation.
Okay. Okay.
50,000 on that lawyer, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't cheap
so
now.
you got to pay for that freedom.
No question.
Respectfully in any situation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what was your biggest experiences from that, would you say, that leads you to the comedian and the father that you are now? Is that a reason you make people laugh, or did you always make people laugh?
Man, I think I was always a comedian, like, without knowing. I could sit up telling my family this, talking to my nephews. This is how I became a comedian, actually. I just sitting up talking, because at that point, when I got sentenced, my life changed. I had already invested. I had some money. I invested money to start an elderly care business with my family.
Okay.
So that was a life-changing. It was lucrative enough to support the lifestyle I was used to, you know, besides diamond chains and Rolex watches and shit. But other than that, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But that was a life-changing situation right there. So I'm just talking. I'll be talking like we just talking. I'm telling my nephews, because my nephews is from Cherry Creek area.
Okay. For people who don't know, the Colorado area, that's equivalent to Scottsdale, Arizona, or Beverly Hills in California, or the luxurious neighborhoods, not the hood, or what we consider the hood.
And they got a lot of white friends.
Okay.
So I'm just talking, and this is really, I'm telling them about my white friend growing up, trying to relate to them. Like, yeah, I had a white friend. We had whites in Park Hill, too. And I'm telling them, and I'm like, and it's a true story that his dad had a swastika tattoo on his chest.
Oh, okay.
And he called me nigga once. Well,
Okay.
they start laughing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I said, huh? And I said, wait a minute. I might be on to something. So just in random conversation with my family, I just started writing jokes on the low.
Okay.
And then I would work them in random conversation. You feel me? Like, and they'd laugh. I said, well, I got one. I might be on to something here. And then I had the vision. You know, you got to have a vision.
Correct.
Then I had the vision. I said, that's it. Only thing about my visions, I never stay around to see the end of them. So I don't know how this shit gonna end.
Yeah, I feel you. Who would you say are some of your favorite comedians?
Right now, my favorite comedian right now is a guy named Ali Sadi.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Never heard of him.
He's a Houston comedian. You should, if you get a chance, listen to him. Ali Sadi's a real good dude. And then, of course, all the famous black ones, Cat Williams, you got so on and so forth. But me, I always been a fan of comedy. Like, always. Like, I never looked at it like I want to be a comedian. I just always been a fan. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock in town, I'm going. It's on, you know what I'm saying? And then it wasn't until I got the vision and I started paying attention. Hey, I might be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite comedians, of course, right now, like I said, Ali Sadi's killing the scene. Him, besides me, I'm up and coming, but him, he's stable. He's been in the game a while. You know what I'm saying? He's hilarious. And then I like, I got some white comics I like. I like some Mexican comics. I like them all, man, honestly. I mean, if you in there really telling a good joke or can hold a good story, I'm probably going to like it.
Do you feel that that's one of the safest places in the world right now? Because everybody's a little sensitive about race and all that. In your atmosphere, do you have a looser tongue, I'll call it, and people aren't easily offended? Or do you always have trolls or squawkers?
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm like that too. I don't like I'm not that type of comedian to attack the audience. I don't like that myself. That never attracted me to a comedian or a lot of big time. I don't even like cussing that much. I always like to do a show with the thought of my grandmother's watching or my daughter's watching. I cuss normally this in conversation, so it might be some cuss words, but I'm not going to explicitly people do that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not my style. You know what I mean?
How would you compare it for those who don't know? You were an MC, and I like to call MCs poets when I have them on here. You were an MC and a poet. How would you compare that to being a comedian, meaning like the jitters and the nervousness? How can you compare that?
I know exactly what you mean. The comparison, I think, is just a little different. You know why? I think the comedian's just a little rougher. Because when you're rapping, you got backup. You got the beat. You got your hype man. You got different distractions. You can fuck up a little bit. You still on point. Shit, right now, they don't even rap. They play their song and just ad-lib it. That's what they do.
Yes.
But, we used to really work it. And, the jitters is always there. But with the comedy, it's the same, bro. It's like, go. You feel me? And then once you hit it, ain't no time for jitters. You got to go. You know what I mean?
Thus far doing it. How long you been doing it?
Right now, going on 2 years.
Okay, so even though you're young and green in it, they would consider it. What was one of your worst experiences with a haggler or somebody in the crowd, if you've even experienced one thus far?
I have some dude, this is a mostly white state. And nothing against them. We love the white people, peace. But some guy called me a nigga. Like, go, nigger.
Wow. Whoa.
But, and that was a test of my professionalism. You know what I'm saying? So I just jumped onto a whole nigga stage like, I like him. Because I hate when people say N-word. Man, fuck the N-word, man. You gonna talk to me, say nigga.
Yeah, you hit the switch on
him.
him.
Ramp, and they loved it.
That's awesome. Laughter is healing. And I've always known you, even in your career, you're always somebody who are joking. What you're saying is true facts and stating true stuff. What do you feel like the world needs more in order to respect the comedian's lifestyle and to take it more serious? Because we live in a lifestyle where somebody could get it so quick.
Yeah. And I'm just going to run it like I'm still going off the advice I took from Jay-Z when I was in my rap career. To become a superstar, You gotta you gotta play it. You feel me? You can't just be all out. You can't know everything about me. I can't be at every open mic and you can come see me whenever you can't. I gotta build up that what they call ambiance. That's what I'm saying. Like October, Halloween special, February, Valentine's special, where I'm building up that ambiance where it's gonna keep popping. Where I might want to check this nigga out. Mm-hmm. And by the time you look at it, you're just gonna pay for it all. It's always gonna be good, you know.
Yeah, I respect that. So you're still going the old school way that we did, even with hip hop. It's like a process to push it,
exactly,
and not putting it out so fast. Yeah, is that a real battle in being a comedian? Like
it is.
Comparing it to being an artist. You're still an artist.
Yeah.
You just change what kind of artist you are.
Absolutely.
Because you have to be using some of your lyrics and stuff in your stories.
Absolutely.
And we'll get to some of your stories in a minute too.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, man. You got to be creative with it, and like it's a battle because just like my, you got to have a team in whatever you want to. My team keep pressing me to do skits. Like, you got to do the skits. You got to do the skit. We got the green room. I said, okay, well, I just don't want to run out there doing a bunch of bullshit skits that ain't nobody gonna look at. I'm still building up my ambiance. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm writing them down, so it'll make sense. I'm just at the same time too, Quoke, I want to keep I want to stay me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose me in trying to make people laugh. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to be the comedian. I never want to be the clown.
I respect that for sure. Yeah, so tell me why you picked Father's Day as a special and why you chose to tell the stories about this special that's out on Amazon right now. When you could have chose a lot of things, and we'll get in those stories. I don't mean to sound regurgitated, but we're going to talk about your past hip-hop career, who you were, the first person to pull up in the hood with a real Tonka toy, a real truck, all that. But back to the question that I asked you before. Why did you pick to speak about Father's Day and pick that to be your special?
The special thing about it was I had to have my baby through in vitro fertility, which is like 0.1 of Black Americans even know about it. You know what I'm saying? But actually, it's like less than 1% of Black people who ever did it. You know what I mean? So I had an all-Black room one time. I'm telling a joke about infertility, and some dude heckled me and said, "We do it naturally."
Okay.
Well, I couldn't. So I had to go through and instead of being ashamed or trying to put it in the closet, I'm proud of it. You know, I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? Which with, like I say through the show, having them Irish genes, I knew that through going through the fertility thing.
Okay.
That I hold the cystic fibrosis that only can be delivered by the Irish people. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And with that, just that gene was causing my sperm count to be low.
Okay.
And anybody with that, that's why, they can't breed. Mm-hmm. It's only 1%. If you even carry that, you got to go through it, That's the only way to do it. You got to have your paper up. You got to go for, or you're not going to have a kid. You're not going to reproduce. So that was, that was the big thing for me. And I just wanted to tell the story of that. Not only because I'm Black and I want you to have kids. We here to procreate. You know what I mean? So people, I don't want to have kids. You don't want to have kids. But you want to take care of a dog? You don't want to take care of a human. A human being. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was always one of them type of dudes. I don't want to die. I want a kid. And I actually wanted a daughter. You feel me? As I get along with girls better.
So talk about fatherhood. Share a little bit how much that means to you.
It's the world to me. And that's another reason why I got to do my comedy how I do it. You know what I'm saying? If I got to waste time with a room of people who ain't nobody's in the room, I'm just there. It's like one person at the bar, you ain't even listening to jokes. I'm going to spend the night with my daughter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Running through things. I'm going to spend as much time as I possibly can with her. I mean, because time's short, And I had her at such an old age, you know what I mean? Late 30s. I'm older than her. Mm-hmm. She too. I'm pushing 40.
They keep you moving, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. How important is laughter to you?
Laughter is a lot, man. It keeps you sane. You just man, Man, I'm telling you, once a person can laugh, you seen that in life, right? You walk in, man, people, they upset. For what? And then you hit them with something, oh, man, and they laugh, and they feel better, man. All of a sudden, y'all buddies.
Let's go back to Big Rat as an MC rapper.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that phase in your life. You were very monumental to the state of Colorado when it comes to hip-hop. And a lot of people need to be aware of that. You were one of the first people to be exposed to the world to be on TV.
Yeah.
And have a video paid for by yourself. Right. Rumors Through the Street, and then I heard from yourself as well. Talk about what that took and how Colorado was always overlooked. And then my two-parted question, because I do this a lot, I'll ask you in the end. How's that comparable with being a comedian from Colorado as well?
Being a rapper, I think it's easier now.
Okay.
I mean, you got a couple guys. I think we paved the way, though. Even the knock on the door, it is some people here who do this, But, you got some guys who's really out here doing a press. Even if they don't claim they from Colorado or not, you got some people out there who's really pressing the way. Some of these young cats, and they're good. But, when we was coming up, it was rough. It was nobody out here rapping. I remember when I did my first album, I had to go find a studio. Literally, I found these guys, Side 3 Productions.
Okay.
You ever heard of Side 3?
Yeah, they're still around, yeah.
Side 3. I think I gave them their first 5,000.
Okay.
They was in a little building, a little room downtown, like off of Spear or something.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I found them through like a paper or something, Side 3 Production. They did my first project.
Okay.
I did my first project with them, man. It was a little short album called Landlocked.
Okay.
I did with me, Rag G, rest in peace, Lil Fat. Rag G doing 48. It's rough. But yeah, I did my first project with them, man. And it was cool. They pumped it. They got me around. I think he introduced me to Ice Cube. You know what I mean? But you know how we are. We independent minds. I wasn't looking to be signed. I was looking to come up. Second project, I did with Fame.
Okay.
Remember Fame? Rest in peace to Fame.
Rest in peace to Fame, yep.
Yeah, Concrete Poetry.
Yep.
I did that Money Mac and the Murder with him. It was a great time. I love Fame, man. Rest in peace, man. It's a sad situation.
He was a good guy, good man.
Good dude. And, because he was really one of the first ones rapping out of here. Remember Deuce Mob?
Yes, he was part of Deuce Mob, yeah.
Deuce
he was the
Mob.
first one to have ADAT stats.
Exactly.
In his studio, so that gave him the power.
You're right. I did my first album on ADAT.
Okay,
Did my first album. ADAT. They don't know nothing about it. Boy, you had to go.
Looked like a VCR tape.
Yeah.
You had to be able to rap for real.
Bro.
It was going to cost you more.
It had to cost you.
Talk about that first video to expose in Colorado.
Third album, man. Met this lady. She's still a good friend of mine. Her name's Wendy Rubin.
Okay.
Wendy Rubin. She owns Big Deal Casino in New York. Still a good friend of mine. You ever in New York, call me. I'll hook you up with her. She got a casino up there.
That's what's up.
One of the only I hooked up with her. At the time, she's from Boulder. At the time, she was doing filming. She was filming some shows for commercials for Nike and Adidas and doing them type of commercials. I hooked up with her through, we had a mutual friend, this dude from London or something named Darius. He burned us both, so we don't like him.
Okay.
You feel me?
We're looking for you.
Yeah, we're looking for you, Darius. You said you was going to Italy to start a restaurant. Got my eye on you, man. I'm going to find you. But anyway, got with Wendy. Wendy had some major connects. Paid her $30,000. You feel me? Don't ask me how I got the money, but we found a lot of it. $30,000 on that video, man. It did the BET thing. It was going, but my focus got thrown off because I was so much. It was all me. I was more into the streets. Sony offered me $98,000. I turned it down. Said it wasn't enough. I had 180 at grandma's house though. Had 180 racks and 2 birds. I wasn't tripping.
Okay.
And you talking to a 22-year-old nigga from Park Hill.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. Who put 10,000 in his teeth for real, you feel me?
I feel you.
I'm already like this, you feel me? So
yeah.
I took the 98, even though if I was me talking to a young big rat, I'd tell him, boy, you better get that money. That's a legit $100,000. What are you thinking about? Mm-hmm. But just even the people I had around me, no, that's that you put 30 on the video. You know how it is. I had the wrong people around me, wrong people in my ear. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hyped up. You know what I'm saying? No. Then Ice Cube called. You feel me? Ice Cube like, yeah, I'm talking to him personally. Wendy hooked me up with him. You feel me? And she like, yeah, he want to do the video. He's shooting a new movie. At the time he was shooting Barbershop 2. You feel me?
Okay.
So in Barbershop 2, when they go and break into the barbershop next door and the video come on, remember that was supposed to be my shit. Cube shoot me the paperwork. Man, just sign the paperwork. I said, Cube, am I getting paid for this? He said, no. I said, Cube, you crazy as motherfucker, man. I'll put 30,000 on that video. I'm so petty back then, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm telling you, me talking to a young nigga, I slapped him up.
Yeah, I feel you.
Are you crazy? You feel me? That's Cube.
What was some of your funnest shows that you remember when you were the artist Big Rat back then?
This is the funnest show I ever had, bro. Rock band in was it Vancouver?
Okay.
Canada, homie. Rock band wanted to rock out with me. Believe it or not, they find me in Boulder.
Okay.
I'm doing the show at the Roxy. Oh, they had me doing the show up there at the Roxy. Had my name and lights and shit like that. Packed the house, man. You know, I had that commercial on TV. So this is my Money Mackin' and Murder album.
Okay.
So I got the commercial just running. You feel me? I don't know if you knew, but I always push commercials too. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Which I would just run through Comcast.
Okay.
So they was just local promotion. They run the shit 2, 3 in the morning. But I knew what I was doing because I knew my friends was in the penitentiary.
Yep.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And hustling niggas up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Watching TV. So that's where I would buy them slots. So that's how that was going. But anyway, my best show, Vancouver, with the Rock band, they was nuts. They loved the Money Mackin' and Murder because they was on some killer shit. You feel me? And like fucking first time I ever seen ecstasy. I mean, they got pounds and boats and it was a time in my life fucking with them, man. I was like 22, like I said. It was a great time.
So growing up, you said you were part of gang activity, correct?
Yes.
Would you be willing to share some of the stories or one of the stories where you're happy to be here? And my second part to that question is, have you forgave that person?
This is a true story. So my video was running on BET Uncut. You feel me? On the thing. I'm still trapping. I got about 2, 3 spots. But everybody's turning against me. I'm young. I don't have no awareness. You feel me? I'm in one of my spots personally because I'm just getting weary of the workers. You feel me? They're acting funny in the money coming up show. It used to be more money than now, you know what I mean? So, hey, I'm going to work it. So it's a hot day, man. I never forget this. It's one of them hot days by 100 degrees during that day. No air conditioner in this spot. I'm off for like 11th and fucking, right by Yosemite.
Okay.
So the Xenia. I'm like on 11th and Xenia, and them duplexes that face the 11th, and then you could come up from the back. So I got the trap working from the back, and they got this slide door like this. The day been hot. It's on fire. So I open up the sliding door, leave the screen open, and I put a sheet over the door. You feel me? Because it's hot, and I'm trying to get some wind in there. I go back to lay in the motherfucking couch. I got my 9 on me, and I'm just chilling and shit. And I hear but I feel the tension. Do you feel me? I feel the tension. I mean, I can't explain it, but I feel it. You feel me? And I'm just kind of trying to relax. And the screen door come open. And I pop, boom, in the air, because it might be my friend, Rag, who's doing 48.
Okay.
I was waiting on him to come through, too.
Okay.
So I bust in the air, boom, and hit the ceiling. And all I seen was a rifle coming, and it just started clocking. Clock, 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 clock. On everything. It was like a movie. I ain't gonna get up because we recording, but it was like a movie, homie. I was like it was like a movie, dog. I had to dive. Boom! And I dive in back of this wall. They coming through the kitchen. Now, I didn't tell you that. When you slide the door wall, it's the kitchen.
Okay.
Refrigerator right here, stove right here. So I dive in back of that wall. They knocking shit down. Clack, 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 clack. Everything they hit over the refrigerator and over the stove broke out the whole front glass of the spot. man, rip this motherfucker to shreds. You feel me? They clack, 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 clack. I'm like this. I'm behind them, and everything they clack, clack, clack. Bow! Bow! Don't run up in here.
I feel you.
So I'm telling you, I'm like, bow! Bow! You feel me? Nigga, and then I hear him like back up, like click, click. And I run to the bathroom. I got my little homie in there too. He's from Dallas. He was up in there with me too. And he in the bathtub. I run into the bathroom. I look out the bathroom window trying to see who the fuck it was. It's a nigga in a wheelchair. I pop at him. Pop! That nigga flipped the clip. Clack, 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 clack. Ooh. One bullet hit the ceiling, reflected, hit the little homie in the head. But luckily it slowed down. It didn't kill him, just broke the skin and kind of got stuck there. He was on the next thing smoking back to Dallas.
Yeah, I'm cool on that, yeah.
You in the war up there, I'm gone.
That's wild.
Worst shit ever, homie. Especially a nigga in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
The nerve of you.
Wow.
But you know what? I knew the nigga. And I caught the nigga. And it was just the good Lord. My life was about to change. I'd already got the 30 out there. I'm back here on probation. I'm rolling downtown. I'm coming back from seeing the probation officer. I see the nigga walking with a preacher. Walking with a preacher, homie. I pulled over, jumped down on him. You could imagine how I'm feeling, quote.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm out of my mind. You feel me? And I'm about to kill this man. You feel me? Right now on these streets. Because it's the first time I'm seeing him after the incident, you know. And the nigga, he act like he seen a ghost. And I just kind of looked at him, and I seen his situation, and I just spit in his face. And just looked at him, quote. And he didn't even wipe it off. He just looked. And I just walked off.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wanted to dump him. I wanted to do everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I knew he didn't have his pistol on him. You walking with the preacher, you slipping. I know you slipping. You know? But yeah, I just spit on him, and I guess I got over it. I guess I'm over it.
I would consider that forgiveness.
Yeah.
For sure, because you saw the man, you could have retaliated, especially in that mind frame.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to take your life. It's a revenge mentality, even though that's not the right thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying spitting was the right thing either, but that's a lot less and better than what he was trying to do to you. And he didn't do to you.
Man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, speaking of guns, and I know this is a sensitive subject for a lot of people, and you don't even got to speak on this if you want to. What do you feel is a better solution to what's going on worldwide? Because we might see it going on here, but we know places like Chicago and all that. And I'm not trying to say respectfully I'm an activist or anything pushing on that. I'm just asking you personally as a person that as a child experienced that and can see it as an adult now, because it never went away. It was before us.
Yeah, it was.
How do you feel about that?
Man, I don't like it, and I don't understand how these kids is getting these $1,000 guns. Like these kids, they shoes is ran over, but these pulling out a handgun with a drum on it. Like, how is that even possible? These guns is expensive. You know, if you know guns, you know. These ain't no $2 guns. These guns cost thousands of dollars. You feel me? How is you kids having a bag of thousands of dollars guns? Seems like a conspiracy to me, man.
That's one thing that's always bothered me, how guns get to anywhere.
Yeah.
That are not supposed to be where they're at.
Yeah.
As lame as that sounds. It's different.
I agree.
Different semi-audios and all this. And like I said, I'm not going to make this show about guns and stuff. That was just me asking you about what the gun violence is and how you feel about it, because there's a lot of stuff going on in Colorado. And like I said, there's bigger states, so we ain't going to rant on that. You hit it right on the nose. Where are they coming from?
That's right, bro. I have no idea where you getting these big old, pretty expensive guns from. And not to count the ammunition.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So what is your opinion to helping the situation with gun violence?
It starts in the home.
Thank you.
Really, Stu, man. It's nothing that's going to happen unless it starts in the home. And so guns is a part of American society. So I would say training. To me, gun's a tool, like any other tool. If it's a shovel, you teach a motherfucker how to use the shovel. If it's a window wiper, you teach them how to use the tool of the window wiper. And if you learn, and this is how my people taught us about guns, we learned it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't nothing that you play with. This ain't no toy or nothing. This is a tool that you use for certain situations. My family hunt down in Arkansas.
Okay.
So that's how I learned guns. Like, I had a 22 when I was 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my respect for guns is totally different probably from somebody else. I do not play with guns. They're not cool to me per se. Like, oh, this I got this. What? It's a tool. To me, it's like looking at a shovel. Oh, look at this shovel. This is the prettiest. Man, ain't nothing to worship, man. It's a tool. If you need to protect your life, you know what I'm saying, in this mad world, you know, have your tool on you. You know what I'm saying? And use it properly. You know what I mean? But, yeah, and I have to say that because even as a young man, I wasn't no wild animal, homie. I used to tell homies that you quote me on this. They'd be in the middle about to go do drive-bys. I'll be telling nigga, you ain't got to do that shit. You ain't got to go shoot nobody. Fuck them. Fight them. Fight the nigga who make you go shoot somebody. Ain't nobody going to make me shoot nobody. You feel me? That's on my grandma. Ain't nobody going to make me do nothing. And I would act like, and I'll be having to rile up, even in front of parents. Seriously, I'll be a maniac. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet.
For about 2 years. A rile maniac. And even in front of them, I'll be tripping out, and all the homies, they'll be like, "Well, Big Rat be tripping, hoo-hoo-hoo," and they ain't gonna handle their business. But I'm not in that. You feel me? You ain't gonna make me do that. No, I don't want to witness it. Nigga, no, I don't want to go. That's always was dumb to me. You feel me? I'm going to save my violence for a nigga who deserve it, who fucking with me. I'm not going to hurt nobody I don't know. That's stupid. And always being stupid to me. Even though I claim my hood, don't try to hurt me because of my hood. And I'm not going to try to hurt you because of what you claim.
Right.
You feel me? That's just kind of how I always played it. You feel me? And the weird thing about it, quote, is all these tough guys, they hate these different dudes so much, then they go to jail, they be best friends. They go to jail, they be best friends. They don't even fight each other. They sharing noodles and like this is. And then the worst part is when the dudes get back on the street, then they tell the niggas younger than them to go attack the nigga. You was just buddies. You was best friends with this nigga in there sharing soap. This is ridiculous.
Backwards.
I think so.
That makes no sense.
And you know, I don't know, but I'm a real native and. I don't know if you ever heard of OG Phil.
Yes, I have.
That's my cousin.
Okay.
That's my first cousin. If you don't know OG Phil brought the Crips to Denver. You
Okay.
feel me? From California and so on and so forth. And that's a real thing. You know what I mean? And so that was my family. I was raised in the shit. I was the youngest. And I just seen it different. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to what? You know what I mean?
That's what I speak on a lot. You hit it right on the nose, as I said before. It starts at home. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people you could blame. You can say even the guns there got there a certain way. But where are these kids going home to and killing each other? Because at the end of the day, when you kill somebody, you still got to go to a house. Mm-hmm. And if you're living out a car or something like that, I mean, you both know you're going to get found quicker.
Yeah.
So they're resting their heads somewhere. So that's a confusing thing on it. And I'm not trying to point the finger at any labeled race on this. I just feel like it happens with all people. If you don't pay attention to your kids, they're going to be out there doing violent things.
And then when you raise in them neighborhoods, like when I was being raised in Park Hill and guys on the east side, we was actually raised in this murder culture, which is crazy, homie. But murder was nothing. You feel me? It was murderers was looked up to more than athletes. I'm not gonna lie to you. You feel me? Whoop-de-whoop, kill fire, and they so excited. You feel me? But I understand because they can see themselves being that, but they couldn't see themselves being an athlete. Do you see what I'm saying? It starts at the house. You know what I mean? I can see myself being a killer. Everybody likes him because he getting out in 20. He gonna be a G. What?
I'm cool. I'm
telling you. I wanted to be a killer, but my grandma wouldn't let me.
I respect that.
She said, no killers living here. Apparently killers gotta work.
Let's talk about what convinced you to maybe draw away from the hip-hop scene and culture as an artist, because we know that you're pushing other artists now, so you're still tied into it, and we know you have a comedy production now.
Yeah.
Let's talk of what was a final, like, this ain't for me no more.
Well, it was really my last run right there when I caught that case, because I still had the 25 hanging over my head. I had built up my how could I say it? I had built up my stamina or my view to be this young gangster baller guy. So now when I go do my shows, this is who they expecting. I gotta have my crew. I gotta have my guns. I'm on 30-year probation. You feel me? This just ain't gonna work out.
Nah.
So that was like my first main set of, man, I don't think, you know what I mean? I gotta be in California this day. And I had dates. You feel me? I'm coming right off of doing my last album. It was good. I was fresh in from, performing down in Dallas during the All-Star game. And I was fresh up from that. That was in October. That was like February of 10.
Okay.
You feel me? And I caught a case in like April. You know what I mean? So I was fresh up from there. I had made some new connects. Had fucked with Yo Gotti. I was going to do some shit with Starlito. You feel me? And like I said, the nigga got arrested. All that, I just didn't. Even though I still had the paper, my focus changed. You feel me? I said, I ain't no way a motherfucker. As I start counting time, motherfucker bitch take 30 years from me, I still wouldn't be out. I still wouldn't be out. You add that up because I got sentenced in 12. That only be 11 years, man. I at least had to pull 15. You feel me? Because that was the stipulation. Okay, here go 30. Okay, I'm going to take this 25. Here go 5. You violate, you got to do the 30. That was the deal. You feel me? And the bitch looked me right in the face and said, if I see you, Mr. Weeams, you're going to the penitentiary. Because I don't know if I told you I got caught with 200 pounds over in Kansas.
No, you didn't tell me. That's why we're here. No, you didn't tell me that you had got caught with 200 pounds. That's why we're here.
Over in Kansas.
Okay.
In 05. You feel me?
Okay.
And each time I was going for a meal ticket, though.
I feel you.
I ain't playing with them, no quote. Each time I was going for a meal ticket. That's real talk. You feel me? My pills I got cracked with, and this is no exaggeration. And this is why the judge and everybody was so shook up, because they got a drug court up there. You feel me?
Okay.
That 5 pills get you 2 years and 10. They had some shit like that. I seen a poster of a lawyer, and I went and got the most expensive lawyer in the county.
I feel you.
His name was Ken McKenna.
Okay.
Ken McKenna.
How
much you want, Ken McKenna? He said, give me 20. I said, I got it. He said, well, just give me 50. And this case has disappeared. I said, Ken, you look like a mobster. I don't know. You feel me? He's like, no, slide me that 50. You ain't even got to come back. I didn't trust him. I didn't, bro. I said, I had a long conversation with wifey. Like, I said, retain him with that 20. You feel me?
Yeah.
I said, shit. Because when I left, I wasn't planning on going back. So to get the lawyer, I sent wifey back with the bag. You feel me? Go retain him. You feel me?
I feel you.
She was cracking. Because they picked me up or something. I don't know. You feel me? Because I was cracked with 800,000 pills, bro. And why it was me, because I had runners. I had been doing this since 06. If you was in Colorado and took ecstasy from 06 to about 2010, I don't care who you got it from, but you got it from me. And that's a fact. You feel me? If I didn't have it, it was a drought. But nothing popping. And that was from Boulder to Littleton. Man, I'm telling you, the service call, that was the best shit ever. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. That was way better than selling dope on everything, because the service calls with ecstasy, quote, was like 30,000. 15,000. I want to spend 40,000. You pulling up on white people like this, nigga. They ripping it off. Service call. So the paper wasn't nothing. Nigga was papered up. You feel me? I was going for that meal ticket.
I feel you.
I said, And I couldn't trust the fool with that much money. You feel me? I couldn't trust nobody. You know, that's why I fuck money. I mean, we need it and we gonna get it, but I'm not ever getting greedy. I'm not gonna let that shit take my soul. You feel me?
I feel you.
Like that. You know what I mean? We gonna stay papered up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, bro, you get mean and, you know what I'm saying? Shit gets serious quick.
Playing with your life.
I'm telling you. So I couldn't trust them, so I'm doing my own run. You feel me?
Okay.
I know this is a true story. I got 3 connects in San Francisco. The Japanese, the Koreans, and a little nigga who make them in the house. He give them to me for 50 cents, though. There ain't nothing in them, though. He just printing them. You feel me? Japanese got them for like $3, though. But it's flame. You feel me? Every pea of flame. I created the Skittles sack. Long story short.
Okay. Okay.
And then the Koreans had some good, it was okay, it was M&A, but it wasn't like the Japanese. Let me tell you who the Japanese customers was. And I never met him, only met him through passing. Sammy the Bull's son. We had the same connect, homie. And this is a true story, bro. I'm going in here to get the sack, 800. They the only ones who can really serve me. You feel me? These Japanese had tattoos all on their bodies like this. You know, some gangsters. You didn't want to cross them. You feel me? And so in passing, listen, I'm sitting in like the hallway right there. He back here talking to another dude, which I didn't know at the time is Sammy the Bull's son. You feel me? I didn't know that at the time. But I hear the dude tell him, hey, these pills going for $40 a pill in Reno. I'm listening. He said, $40 a pill in Reno. I'm on my way. You feel me? He in passing. Pew! I'm in back of you. You feel me? I said, I'm gonna just stop through there real quick and just get a little, you know, some quick money. I mean, I'll fuck around, cut a case. You feel me? But I knew some people out there. I'm like, oh, I'll run by there and just boom, boom. I'm gonna front them some boats and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. But at that 40, I can hit them for about 20. That's love. You feel me? So that's kind of was my thinking, man. And then he had bought most of the pills, so I had to wait 3 days. You feel me?
Okay.
My connect like, hey, man, he took them all, man. Really? You know what I'm saying? I can give you this. I'm like, no, I need all this because I'm basically ain't going to see you again. You feel me? That's my trade. Like, I'm not going to see you again, homie, so I need all. I'm not coming back. You feel me? Didn't happen like that, bro. And then I just got so lax with it, quote, so I bought a big-ass bag of dog food. I ain't even got a damn dog with me. Pour out the dog food, put all the pills in there, and, you know, it's a fucking shitload of pills. So, you know, it's a bag like this, so I pour out there, and literally the pills in a big-ass dog bag like this is like this on me. But I didn't establish the weight. I didn't establish the weight. And my people had already told me, look, even if they put the dog on you, they can't smell it. Dogs can't hit off the pills. So I'm really like lax with, oh, this ain't nothing. You feel me? I didn't vouch for the racism on everything. What'd he say, quote, when he opened the door?
I already know what he said.
What'd he say, quote?
I already know what he said. I already know what he said.
That motherfucker smell weed from Mexico. You feel me? Because I definitely wasn't smoking no damn weed. You feel me?
Yep.
He said he smelled weed, homie. And this is the worst part about this situation. This is the whole case in the whole. So, he cut me some lax. So I still got 50 racks on me. And I put it in the console, man. In the console of the truck. And so the pig, he like, yeah, I smell. I said, you don't smell no weed in here, man. I don't know what you smelling, homie, but here go my license and insurance. There's no weed in here. No, you can't search my car. It's no weed in here. He's like, oh, okay. Well, just, I'm going to walk the dog around it. And if the dog don't hit off or nothing, it's okay, but I'm going to need you to stand out and stand by the curb. You feel me? I'm like, whatever, man. I get out and I'm sitting. He walked the dog around, man. Boop, boop, boop. Dog walk right past pills. You feel me? Then open the back to the dog, walk right past him. Get to the passenger seat and sit down. Motherfucker hit off the money, man. Motherfucker hit off the money, man. I didn't think that shit was real. You feel me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so they hit the, what is this? So now they got right to search it. You feel me? So they still ain't tripping. So the fool, he done called up about 1 million motherfucking cops though. But they handcuffed me, put me in the back. All over the money. Like, no, we just gotta make sure you're that. Oh yeah, I know. I'm out here in the middle of these mountains, crack. I ain't got no wind. You feel me? I ain't got no wind, bro. And so I'm looking at him. And the fool grabbed the bag just to move it. That motherfucker bust at the bottom. All over the highway. You know what I did? Quote, I laughed. That's all I could do,
That's
bro.
all you can do.
I was in the shit house. Got took down. They call the feds. It's a big case. They don't know who this nigga is.
Yeah.
Who is this nigga? You feel me?
Yeah. Where'd that happen at and where?
That's Reno, Nevada.
Ooh, yeah.
In 2010. Who is this nigga? You feel me? Feds push up. Hey, taking me on down, man. And like I say, niggas, in my situation, nigga would have told, man. And I just kept it. Them is my family up there. I know it. Ain't no way I'm telling. And I was already prepared. I said, man, I'm going to have to take this across the chin. You feel me? Motherfucker about to give me about a dub. And that's it. My rap career over any motherfucker.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? And I just told him, man, I can't tell on nobody's families, bro. Y'all got families. I got family. My family destroyed from this situation right here. That's how I was talking to him. I ain't no tough man. I ain't snitching shit. Sir, I can't tell on nobody. You feel me? I'm sorry. I know that's what y'all normally do with certain niggas, or I don't know. But, and then another thing is, I'm the man. Like, it's really nobody over me.
I feel you.
But these gangsters who gonna leave me, gut it. You feel me?
I feel you. Yeah. I feel you.
I'm fucking with some gangsters who gonna gut you. I'm not, nigga, I'm gonna do this 20.
So how long was the gap between that and you transforming to pulling away from that? And what did you go into, if I may ask?
Well, that was it. Like I said, I had quite a bit of money. You feel me? I didn't even do 24 hours in jail. I made the little $200,000 bond they had immediately. And I was able to invest some money in my wife's auntie's business. She had been doing elderly care she started in Colorado, actually. Her name's Cleo Phillips. She the one who started that shit, that home elderly care. She was a millionaire, made the front page of Cash magazine or Money magazines.
Okay.
She made the front page of Money magazine maybe around 04 or somewhere around there. But she like, hey man, your paper right, cause I can put you on. You feel me? I can put you on with this business, and you ain't never got to look back. And she was damn sure right. Rest in peace, Aunt Cleo. Love you, baby. You feel me? She died last year, right before 2 years ago, right before my daughter was born.
Oh, man. What's your daughter's name, if I may ask, if you want to share that?
Yeah, I do. Her name's Corry, because I made that up, and I copyrighted that, because I made that up.
Okay, so don't try to take that.
Well, you can, but that's us. My wife's name's Ty. I'm Corry. Ty Corria.
Okay, that's what's up. Tell somebody out there that wants to be a future comedian some of the things that will make them want to quit, and what are your words of encouragement to keep them going? Because like most things in life, everybody wants to quit at some point. I know you're early in your career, but what would be your most advice, because you're advanced in a lot of other professions?
Exactly. It's just an extension of entertainment, you know. So it's like, I would always say, and I would give young Big Rat this advice too, it's a process. It takes time. And even though practice, quote unquote, make perfect, but at the same time, nobody's perfect. You know? So you gotta balance that out. You know, you can practice, why ain't it coming so quick? I've been practicing. Well, it just is a process. It more of just practice consists of consistent. I think it's going to be more consistent, being more consistent. Even with the music. That's the whole thing, bro. See, we grew up in a time where you could take a year off, you know? Ice Cube and them put out an album next year. You feel me? But as we got advanced, it's You know what I mean? They putting out shit every week, every month, and dropping new. And it's kind of like comedy too. And I hate to say it though, especially with black comics, we gotta be new and fresh all the time. We gotta be fresh. We gotta continue writing. We gotta have like you see my special. You probably won't hear me say that ever again unless somebody pay me specifically to do that show. You know, that's it. You know what I mean? If somebody put, hey, I want you to do this Father's Day show, then I'll come do it. But other than that, I got all new material. You know, and that's different from rapping too. With rapping, you want to promote the album. You want the same song to get in their head. You know what I'm saying? With comedy, it's different. They don't want that from black comics. Even though I have to say I see the difference with my counterparts. They can do the same reaction every time. Black dude up there, oh, we heard it before. We heard it. You know what I mean? So, and I noticed that early in the game. So just staying fresh, staying consistent. Don't let it get to you. Don't let nobody, and this is what I love about being an artist, period. Another person can't tell you about your art.
Exactly.
You know, I hate when a person try to critique me on my joke. How you gonna critique me on my story? That don't even make sense. This is my story. I'm telling you a story about me, and you gonna critique me on it. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm like. I like the artists to know, no, do you. You feel me? Because that's what's going to be unique. That's what people's going to like about you. That what the other person tells you, no, don't do that. That's what the majority going to like about you. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I would say, man. Take the risk, stay fresh, consistent. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just try to stay consistent with them. And I don't care if it takes 5 years, 10 years, as long as the process is growing. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as we ain't stagnant and we got this, we doing this, we da-da-da-da. It could take 10 years. When we hit, we gonna hit. You know what I mean?
What would be your encouraging words or advice that you would give somebody who's an up-and-coming comedian besides what you just said, to stay fresh? How can they stay fresh? Give me an example of staying fresh.
Constantly writing, keeping this on your brain, like using your comedy, this in everyday conversation, everyday situations, running on, you know what I'm saying? This is normal conversation, and then hit them with one, and without them even knowing, and see how their reaction is. And if they laugh without you even knowing you performing, you got something there.
When was the first time that you felt, aha, I can do this on a stage? Do you remember that moment, where it was in your career and what stage you were on, big or small? What stage were you on? Were you left that stage and said, I could do this?
It was when I really bummed. I think that was the day. I was at Rise Comedy Theater. I was doing, what they call that? It's a Saturday night show. Well, anyway, I'm doing it, man. It's all white males. Nothing against that, but I'm just saying that's what the audience was. And I'm learning to read my audience too now. You feel me? So it's all white males. I come out there with this gang plot I got. You feel me? About how I started is, you know, how the gangs done changed so much since I was a kid. And I was actually introducing myself at this club one night. And I said I was from Park Hill. And I heard from the back somebody say, Park Hill, whoop, 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 whoop. And I look, and it's a white girl. And then I get into what I think is quite funny, but it's a gang situation. So I'm like, after the show, I meet the white girl. You feel me? She walk up to me. She got 2 friends with her. Her name's Miss Sherry. And she said, okay, so I set it up like that. Like, she walk up to me. Her name's Miss Sherry, and she's like a blood girl. You feel me? And as we conversating, 3 Crip girls walk from around the corner. And Miss Sherry say, give me a B. And her girls say, we got your B. We got your B. Give me an L. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And they spell out bloods. Without missing a beat, the Crip girls say, give me a C. C. We got your C. And they start doing it. Which I thought was, they won't. I got a 15-minute show. So I'm going. And I'm telling you, 5 minutes, quote. 5 minutes, quote. Do you know what that feels like? You know what I mean? And then finally I got him. And I had him. And it was like, shh. And that was like, I still feel that, like, you feel me? It was like a roller coaster over me. I'm fucking going down. You feel me?
So tell the people where they can find your comedy special.
Amazon Prime, up under Father's Day Special, Corry Weeams, C-O, 2 R's, Y, Weeams, 2 E's, A-M-S. That's on Amazon. It came out August 4th. It's doing pretty good. Go ahead and stream it. And I know people going in there like, oh, it costs $3. Well, you give that to people every day on a tip just because they asking for it. You know, so you gonna enjoy that for $3. I made it as cheap. I made it as cheap as Amazon would let me. That's the truth. I would have gave it to you for free, but Amazon said I had to make some money.
No, we ain't doing free. He came bearing gifts, too. He brought me a T-shirt and the hat that we had on the table the whole time.
Yes, sir. You can get them. You can order them. You can go to my website. That's CorryWeeams.com. Or you go follow me on any of the social medias. You got Instagram, Corry Weeams, Facebook, Corry Weeams, Twitter, Corry Weeams, TikTok, all of them, which is cool. But you just hit me on my website, CorryWeeams.com.
You trying to give out your phone number?
I could. Why not?
No.
I did that once in a rap. I really gave it on my, if y'all need me, here, 720. I didn't get one call, y'all.
This has been another episode of the Never Quit Podcast with my wonderful, energetic, funny father, entrepreneur, hustler, Colorado legend, Corry Weeams in the building. Be sure to check out his special on Amazon. What is the name of the special?
Father's Day Special. And before I go, I'd like to give big ups to my nigga Quote, man. You're doing big things, brother. You know, I love you. You're looking good.
I'm trying, man.
I'm about to buy me a motherfucking bike. I
and
gotta
get on the
back.
bike. Yep.
You feel me?
Have a special about the bike.
And this a great place, man. I'm glad you had me, man. I appreciate it.
It's nothing but love. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Peace.